Welcome back on Talking About Egypt, a new era that Egypt lives now. And definitely you can see all these developments taking place all around Egypt, not only the new cities. Wherever you will walk all around Egypt, even if you are walking here in Cairo along the roads, you will see new infrastructure, you will see new projects taking place. Well, when we talk about these new smart cities, of course, we have around 14 smart cities. The biggest or the largest one is the new administrative capital, and it is the largest city in the region. Well, talking about all these great projects taking place, and of course taking into consideration the sustainable development and the goals of Egypt's Vision 2030. And this is the most important part. We have seen this in all aspects all around us. Well, maybe when we talk about building new cities, we are just talking about buildings or places where people can live, but it is not this way of thinking, or this is not the traditional way we are thinking of. Now we can see when we talk about new cities, we can see many different beautiful sites here, and we can see also the infrastructure serving all these cities and the means of transportation linking all the cities all around Egypt. And this is again very, very important, that we are providing all the facilities or these all of these cities will need for better future. So yes, we are building our future. Over the phone, we have Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi. Hello? 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 So I'm sure that the ambassador will be back to us to tell us more about it. And as we were talking now, we are talking about the sustainable development. We cannot build cities without providing the infrastructure. We are talking about water sanitation plants. We are talking about natural resources. We are talking about human capitals as well, building the human capital. And this is again very important, because who is going to work in all these projects? Egyptians. And this is the most important part, working on efficiency, working on preparing the new generation for the new needs of the market, different domains, not the traditional one. Over the phone, Mr. Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, hello? Hello?
Hello, yes.
Good morning, Mr. Ambassador.
Good morning. I hear you quite well.
So I'm talking about the new cities taking place now in Egypt, talking about the smart cities, and how now when we talk about a city, we're talking about a complete infrastructure. We are talking about medical centers, we are talking about universities, transportation linking all of these cities with Cairo. All these important aspects, how do you see it, and what is its impact on the Egyptian economy in general?
It's one part of our economic plan, where we are taking the challenge of solving the problem of the high birth rate. We gave birth to 25 million new children since the revolution. A couple of days ago, they said that we gave birth to 250,000 children in 50 days. This is a big challenge, and we have now to find places for those newcomers to live, schools to study, hospitals to take care of their health, and so on. So it seems that Egypt is tackling all the files of a real development in all means, whether it is housing, whether it's education, healthcare, and so on. And yesterday, the Minister of Planning told us that Egypt is growing in the last 3 months by 5% an annual rate, which is good, but not good enough. We have to double this in order to face the challenge of the birth rate. Also, we are building new industries. We are building new places for agriculture in order to grow our food. We have a food crisis in the whole world now because of the Ukrainian war. We have an epidemic problem of the Corona-19. And Egypt is one rare country which is going ahead with a rate of growth, positive rate of growth, although many of the countries of the world economies are diminishing. Good work, and we are up to it. Thank God that we started our economic reform policy since 2016, and this put us in a better situation in comparison with other countries. So we shall hear every now and then about development in agriculture, in housing, in industries, in services, and I am glad to hear that, and I am keen to hear much more news and about economic growth much more than we are doing now.
Well, with the most important slogan, no one is left behind, I will start by talking about also the Decent Life Initiative and the housing units that are taking place all around the country as well. Because when we talk about the new cities, we have a place to each and every Egyptian citizen. And this is again very, very important because you are paving the way for it's a new environment. So if we're looking for production, you have to provide the needed or required environment to reach this goal.
Yes, exactly. And we have here two ways of the development. Of course, our whole economy is growing, but the fair distribution of the economy is very important. We want every small citizen, the needy classes, to reach this stage where they feel the results of our development efforts. So this is exactly what we're doing by new housing projects and education and new cities. This will make the layman feel that it is his development. It's not only a development for the rich society, but we are developing and the same.
Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, thank you very much for joining us. And right now we're going to move on to a live coverage where President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi inaugurates the new Mansoura city and the new Mansoura University and inspects the village of El Hassa in the Shurbin Center, one of the villages of the Decent Life Initiative.